10th, ladies and gentlemen, June 10th, big fight of the year. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, the guy that takes the most risk in the sport of boxing. Teofimo Lopez, back in the ring, Madison Square Garden, June 10th. Circle your calendar. Gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. And Teofimo Lopez gonna make sure ain't gonna be no robberies that night. Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que y'all already know this is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. June 10th, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, one of the most intriguing match of the year, one of the biggest fights of the year. And though Bob Arum a month ago said that he don't know what to expect from Josh Taylor nor Teofimo Lopez, maybe that's the reason why this promotion is not where I feel it should be. But this is one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing. Intriguing matchup, hard matchup, risky fight, especially for Teofimo Lopez. Y'all already know he just moved up a couple of fights ago from the 135-pound division. He was the king at lightweight, beating Vasily Lomachenko. That was regarded pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. Undisputed, the king of the division. We already know what happened versus George Kambosos and stuff like that. George Kambosos had his Buster Douglas moment. And Josh Taylor beat Jose Ramirez to become undisputed. One of the most underrated resumes. Both these guys have great resumes up to this part. That's why I feel like they're one of the best of this era. Pound for pound, Josh Taylor still a pound for pound caliber fighter. people question and people feel like, there was some controversies with the Jack Catterall fight. But at the end of the day, man, just like a lot of people feel with the Devin Haney and Lomachenko, you have to take it from the champion. I don't believe that Catterall took it from the champion, right? Let's keep it consistent. Let's keep the same energy. Josh Taylor vacate a couple of belts. He's still undefeated. He's still morally undisputed. And if Teofimo Lopez beats Josh Taylor, that's the equivalent of him going 2 division undisputed, beating the top dog in Vasily Lomachenko, and then going to the junior welterweight and beating the top dog, pound for pound caliber, another pound for pound caliber fighter, and Josh Taylor. And if he beats him, think about it. If Josh Taylor still had the belts. He never vacated the belts. He'll be undisputed if he beats Josh Taylor. That's how big this is a fight. This fight. I believe that if Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor, he stamped himself into the Hall of Fame. First ballot at that. Not 25 years old, not even 20 fights. And if you look at the resume, it's gonna be one of the best of this era. Of course, he's one of the most riskiest, the risk taker. Remember, he fought Vasily Lomachenko when people was asking Gervonta Tan Davis to fight Vasily Lomachenko, and they didn't want to. Matter of fact, Teofimo Lopez did the dirty work of Gervonta Tan Davis in the 135-pound division. So a lot of people want to question, their last fight, a close fight, da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, man, you got to look at this fight as if they both are going to come at their A game. We know that Josh Taylor is a boxer and a slugger and a fighter. Both of these guys have shown dog in them, Even though that a lot of people feel like, oh man, the George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez, that was fight of the year. Also, there's another narrative, right? Another myth that people be like, well, he won the championship. People that, fighter that won the championship rounds. Well, Teofimo Lopez won the championship rounds, knocking down George Kambosos as well. So it showed you that he had dog in him, even the doctors explained that he was not fit to fight. But at the end of the day, in boxing, we all know you step inside that ring, people don't want to hear excuses. It's given, it's taken, and you got to move on, right? So Teofimo Lopez has moved on from that. Josh Taylor has moved on from that into a risky fight. Not only physically, but also as your career. Risky fight for your career. You already know in the sport of boxing. One loss, man, your stock dropped like crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't Gabe Rosado, you ain't Derek Chisora, man, and you ain't Nate Diaz like in the UFC or Jorge Masvidal, man, you could lose 5 more times and your stock is still up. But if Josh Taylor, like again, Bob Arum has stated that he don't know what to expect. Maybe they're losing confidence in Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. Maybe they need to prove to themselves and prove to others that they are still a high caliber, elite fighter, pound for pound caliber fighter. I don't know why you don't know what to expect from Josh Taylor. Already, he showed you already with all the fights that he has had in his career. If you've seen the Teofimo Lopez and what he has done, you should know what to expect from both of these guys. That's why you're putting them to fight, Bob Arum also stated a week ago that he's not a gambler and stuff like that, So not sure why this fight is not in the big room. It should be in the big room. Sando Martin and Teofimo Lopez won the big room. I don't know why, Rangers is out, Knicks is out, the venue is available. Should be in a big room, but at the end of the day, these guys look like it needs to prove to the industry, to the promotional company, to themselves that they are stars, that they are great, and they deserve. It feels like the business of boxing is actually snubbing both of them. But hey, it's in life. Sometimes you got to prove more than what you think you need to prove. So you don't want to go your whole life trying to prove to the haters, trying to prove to the naysayer and the hecklers. You want to prove to the supporters that they're right. You want to prove that what God has given you, prove that God and his gift is almighty, right? And I think that that's the only thing that fighters and human beings should prove. Don't stop proving the haters wrong. And I see a lot of people always saying that they watch me prove the haters wrong. No, because haters cannot dictate your motivation, your inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So prove it to yourself. Prove something, prove to your supporters that they are right when they're vouching for you, and prove that God is almighty, and the things that he bless you with, prove that God is the truth, is the real, is the almighty, alpha and omega. He is everything. Prove that. God first, everything second. That's all you got to do. But this is an intriguing matchup. I don't think that Josh Taylor has been in the ring with something like Teofimo Lopez, the athleticism, the speed and power, the IQ. I don't think he's been in the ring with that. I do think that Teofimo Lopez has been in the ring with a bunch of southpaws, have been in the ring with probably a clever, more smarter fighter in Lomachenko. But people feel like he struggled with taller fighters, like he did. People felt like he struggled with Nakatani. People feel like he, you know what I'm saying, and then they go by what Teofimo Lopez said in the post-fight interview. I think a lot of people are going by frustration, let's say, with Teofimo Lopez is what he have stated in like 3 post-fight interviews, right? The Nakatani fight. Oh, I don't want to fight. Basically, I don't want to fight tall fighters and things of that nature, right? What was the other one? They didn't like what he said in the post-fight interview with George Cambosa, the 10-2. They didn't like what he said in the post-fight saying, do I have it? Do I have it anymore? And I think that the question is not the skills of Teofimo Lopez. I think people question because of the things that he have said right after a fight. Now, let me tell you like this: Teofimo Lopez is a perfectionist. You know, when you think look, I'm gonna tell you like this: even when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, go look at the press conference, and he wasn't like on some, oh, I'm the greatest, I'm almighty and stuff like that. He was all chilled and stuff like that. Like it was still more to do. He's a perfectionist, and he puts a lot of pressure on himself. And that's the only thing that's here from Lopez, in my opinion, shouldn't put a lot of pressure on himself. He should come to this fight relaxed and happy. Don't put pressure. You already got enough pressure, right? Fighters itself, you already got enough pressure. Everybody watching y'all, man. It takes hard just to step inside those go up those 3 steps, go into that square circle, and it's mano a mano, and you gotta take your beat, and you gotta or beat somebody while everybody else is watching. You know what I'm saying? So Josh Taylor feel like after the Jose Ramirez that he accomplished, he was in the mountaintop, started drinking more, party more, eating a lot. And maybe that's why he had a lackluster performance versus Catterall. But I don't believe the Catterall took it from him, even though it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. But again, Josh Taylor still won. I think these guys are more motivated than ever. I think these guys got to prove to the industry and themselves that they are who they are. It's unfortunate in boxing that people write you off. Feel like everybody, even the powers that be, even the greedy hands in the cookie jar, have also written them off. And I think this is a fight for them, for Teofimo Lopez, for himself. I think if Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor, he's gonna be the man to beat. Yeah, because in the 140-pound division, I think it's the most dangerous division in the sport of boxing. Josh Taylor already beat Regis Prograis. He beats Teofimo Lopez, beat Josh Taylor, who is the top dog. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. He's either gonna turn into the boogeyman. People are going to be reluctant to fight Teofimo Lopez. He is the smaller junior welterweight, probably the smallest junior welterweight right now. But he got special attributes and God-given ability that you just can't teach. That speed and power you just can't teach. I think that Teofimo Lopez I predict that he will beat Josh Taylor. It's going to be a hard and grueling fight. I haven't seen him more dedicated, sound more dedicated, look more dedicated. This man is on a rampage right now. Put everything to the side. He ain't paying attention to nobody, not even his kid, not even his woman. He don't give a damn about nobody but Josh Taylor. And he's going over there June 10th at Madison Square Garden and deliver what many people feel that he think that he can't grab, that he can't earn. He's gonna capture that moment, and I think a lot of people gonna owe him an apology. I see it like that. I just think that if one could adjust more, I think that Teofimo Lopez has the skills and talent to adjust to a boxing fight, to adjust to a boxing fight, to adjust to a fight as if it's inside, outside, whatever. Josh Taylor too. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Josh Taylor has a habit of turning something that could be easy into a hard fight. And I think he does that in each and every fight. Yes, he overcome, but I think even the last one he couldn't really try to overcome. And in this one, I just think he's in the ring with somebody that's special. So I think that Teofimo Lopez winning, he'll be the man to beat. Devin Haney will have to move up to the 140. He's going to have to see a T.O. Gervonta Tank-Davis is going to be moving up. He's going to have to see a T.O. Ryan Garcia, everybody, Matias, Barbosa, Regis Prograis. You know, the unification bout is going to be great. Everybody going to be looking at Teofimo Lopez. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy to beat, and the guy that's going to be calling the shots as well. So let me know what y'all think, man. Tune into June 10th. This is one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing. It's big like Stephen Fulton. Now you ain't no way. It's big. Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence. It's big. 2023 is very, very special. The takeover is here. The risk taker, the most risk taker in the sport of boxing. The resume speaks for itself. He the one that started the trend. He started the undisputed trend. He started the risk trend. He started the not afraid to lose your old trend. Teofimo Lopez is going to be back June 10th. And then June 11th, you see people talking about Devin, the rematch with Loma, and Shakur, or Devin, and Gervonta Tank-Davis, this or this. All roads will lead right back to the takeover. Mark my words. Come back after the fight. You're going to see. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.